Okay, so at this point, we've isolated the back, and the first step we're gonna do is get into our layer. So the purpose of this is to maintain a nice square layer, building that weight through the crown and building that weight through the sides here, okay? So, section 1. Look how I do it, very meticulous in my process. We're gonna really focus on my control through the sections, to the way I position myself, and to the way I cut it, okay? So pay very close attention, okay? Look how I'm holding the comb. Look at how I'm holding the comb. Come very close to where I'm gonna section it. Coming all the way down on a 45. Cool. Okay, at this point, grab whatever I'm not cutting. Okay, and comb away. Okay, look, finger right underneath. Look at that, very meticulous. And now, flip. Okay, that's section 1. Then working about a finger's width of this section. Okay. We'll come towards the side now. And again, make sure that the head position is completely straight. Okay, so body positioning, again, chest height of the mannequin end has to be very close to my chest. My feet planted on the ground together, okay? And now I'm on the side of where I'm gonna cut, pinch, pull out. Okay, where the root is, grab, come back square, and we're gonna focus on this. Okay. So now that we've cut the middle, we're gonna split the middle in half, and we're gonna repeat that process leading up to the sides, okay? So, going back down the middle, sectioning off the side we're not gonna cut, and then flipping it away. Okay, now we're gonna incorporate a new section, so this is what you should end up with. Okay, you see the small guide, the small section. We're gonna incorporate another section that's similar in size, and everything gets combed nice and cleanly. And then boom. Let's go back into it and put a smaller section. Okay, everything from this side now. Gets clipped away. Okay, going back into it. Head position straight. Oh. See, this is getting, again, it's now becoming clean. It's fine, we'll clip away. So at this point, we're still on a flat surface. We're not gonna over direct. I'm gonna come back and we're still working on base, meaning that section 1 and 2 are meeting down the middle. Okay, coming back here. And body position has to be nice and square. Okay. Same process until there's nothing left to cut, okay? Very meticulous, guys. I'm checking for that guide, looking at what I need to cut, and then making that decision. Coming from underneath, flipping the comb, grabbing the hair. And then let's see. Okay. We're gonna split this section in half now. So we're gonna end up right here. We're gonna split it in half. Boom, our guideline now is in there. And slowly we're gonna start working with over direction. And the reason why is because we're still trying to establish a square horizontal shape, okay? So I'm gonna incorporate a new section, guidelines in there. just tilting it forward just to section it, and look what happens now. My body position remains the same, but we're now working with over direction. So, again, my body position is nice and square. Cool. Guideline. Check. Make that easy. Look at how I'm cutting it, guys. Just slowly. I'm taking small little cuts, right? I'm not fully bringing the scissor all the way in and cutting it. I'll explain what I mean by that. Not doing this, because what's gonna happen if I do this, it's gonna push in and create a triangular line. What I wanna do is create a nice square line by taking small little cuts. Cool. Grab the bottom. Okay, keep moving on. So everything now from this left side or right side, let's call this one. Okay, bring another section. Okay, now we come back to the bottom. Take that guide. Nothing left to cut. Okay, split that in half. And now we're working with a bigger, longer surface that's rounder. Okay, so that means now we're working with almost like full over direction, as in completely bringing it to our previous. Start layering this based off of that length. We're going to grab it, cut that, and we're going to completely square this off. So we're not going to go ahead and round it. We're just going to build all this way through the bottom, which is going to establish this disconnection from here to the side. But visually, when it's dropped, we're going to have an external length that connects. Okay? So what we're started on layering the sides, we're going to create a profile guide that we're going to get from the back. And we're gonna cut it, and that's gonna act as our guide to layer the sides. Okay, so profile straight down the nose. Okay, and now we're gonna have a idea on what shape we want to create through the front. Now, what I think would be really nice is having lengths that are shorter in the front, almost like face framing layers, would sit shorter, and then we have that external length that's longer. Okay, so we've established the profile. profile. Now we're gonna come and grab all this and start with establishing a shape. So we're gonna grab it from the crown. Our guideline is gonna be right there. So let's make sure it's nice and clean. Okay, guideline should be in here. Beautiful, that's the length we chose. Okay. Is flat. See, that's just boom, flat here. Make sense? Drop. And now let's work on the next section. Okay, grab. There we go. Pinch, grab. Guideline, make that into you. Okay. Gonna work cleanly. It's getting a little bit confusing here, so we'll just section everything that we don't need to cut and we'll keep moving on. Perfect. So at this point, again, we're working with something round and we're getting into the frontal lobe. Let's see the lengths that we have over here. Perfect, guideline. And you're gonna notice, like I said, the biggest thing here is that we're gonna have this connection from the back being up to the sides, but you're not gonna end up visually seeing it, okay? And then we have our last section. Okay, short case for anywhere, okay? We can just point out this a little bit. Just to soften it.
Let's do it.
Okay, beautiful. Beautiful. This is one of my favorite. When I saw this haircut, it was like one of my favorite haircuts to do because you're gonna see as we style it and dry it how beautiful this is gonna sit while still maintaining that external length. We still have these soft layers that come towards the back. Okay. Same process, guys. Let's just clip everything away from here. So same process, now I'm facing towards the front because we're working on the left side. And again, still same meticulous way. Grab, pinch, and then again, because we put our guide through the profile, we should see it. There we go. If you drop, you can even bring it towards the back.
Yeah, it's very cold.
Okay, next section.
I was freezing.
I'm pulling it in the direction you're gonna cut it. Boom.
66 is pretty cold, man. Yeah, the whole house is 66. That's what the thermostat says. Yeah, me too, but.
Okay, we're getting close to the frontal, so as I mentioned, we're gonna have to start going round, vertically as well, but we're still now going square. So again, grab, pick, look at the roots, put your comb inside, finger right underneath, pull out, guideline, pull. And guide.
Yeah, seems chilly to me.
Okay, let that go. And we got maybe one more or two more to go. Let's see. And now we're getting into this round surface that we have here. And our last section going completely round.
Yeah.
And as I mentioned, we just cool. Okay, so now let's see what lengths we're working with. And this is where we get to have fun. This is where the visual aspect comes on what lengths we want the front to sit, and if we're still seeing a big disconnect from the sides leading up to the back. Okay, so now we come to the final look, guys, and this is, like I said, it's one of my favorite haircuts now because you have this disconnect, which I'm gonna show you from the sides and back, but look how visually it does not really look disconnected. And I'll show you where the disconnection lies. So if we pick it up horizontally through the roundness from the sides and back, texture, so you can see those layers through the hair, okay? I'm gonna pick at it. And what we could do if you guys want is just enhance a bit more softness through the front. So by grabbing it, lifting it closer to me, and just softening a bit more. So meaning that we're creating a bit more of that face